Yeah, welcome guys. Now today I'm going to show you how to install Windows 11, or have you ever virtualized Windows 11? Now today I'm going to show you on a virtual environment. I'm using Vmware as my workstation. As you know it, you can use your best virtual environment. I like using VMware. I've been using for a very long time, so it's good for me. If you're using VirtualBox, again, the better, but today I'm showing you inside the VMware workstation. Now, what do you need for you to virtualize Windows 11? First, you need an ISO file, which is a disk image of Windows 11. Depending on your Windows, choose your x64. That is the best for you. Make sure it's an ISO file for you to virtualize. If you are using if you want to create a bootable disk, make sure again you download the ISO file and then use a tool like Rufus to create a bootable disk. If you don't know how to create a bootable disk, you can comment. I can do a video for you and show you how to create a bootable disk. Now you want to virtualize Windows 11. So many people are asking why you are using Windows 10 and you are virtualizing Windows 11. Yes, because of this is my home computer and this is my home lab computer, so it's when you run self-check on this computer about Windows 11, it's not compatible. It's a 7th generation machine, or it has all the capacity to hold Windows 11, but I just decided to use Windows 10. I can just still install Windows 11 here, but I once did that on my other machine, but it misbehaved, so I don't like it that way because of the TPM 2.0. It's called the secure bootloader or whatever, secure mode or something. The security part of this laptop or this machine does not allow Windows 11, but still you can just use it when we bypass all those security issues. But for now, let's virtualize Windows 11. So what you need here, you need the VM, then you need the ISO file. ISO file, I've already downloaded it from the Microsoft page, whereby you get the ISO image. Here it is. So make sure you have your ISO image. Then let's go and fire up our VM or your VirtualBox. Then you go to File, then New Virtual Machine, then use the typical one recommended. Click Next. Then I will install the operating system later. Click Next. Is a Microsoft Windows. Then which one? It's a Windows 11. Choose Windows 11, then click Next. Then the name, let me just give it Windows 11, that way. Then click Next. Then I like to store all the files. Choose the encryption type. All the files, and like the VMDK for these virtual machines, are encrypted. Now here you have to enter your password for this encryption. I think so. Is Windows 10 having this option? I doubt, but if it's having, many people usually skip it, but I don't think so. For this is encryption method for these Windows, so you have to put there your password. So make sure you put there something you remember. Yeah, make sure you put here something you remember very well. So let me type one here. That is longer than that. Let me put just something like just more. It's very long. This I think it's like that. Let me see. Now for the hard disk, I'll just choose the max. I just give it 30 because it's for educational purposes. Then I like store. Here you can choose any, but for me I like store virtual disk as a single file. Then click next, then finish. Now many people do this, then they fire up their Windows. No, how do you fire up when you have not even incorporated the ISO file? Now click edit virtual machine settings. That's why we said we'll install it later, and then locate the CD stroke DVD. Then down there, because we said you want to use the ISO image, now choose the ISO image file, then browse and find your ISO image where you downloaded it. So it's in downloads, and then here it is. Then click OK. Now here is your Windows now. All the things are here. You can see the device, how it's memory 4 GB, processor 2, hard disk, which is an NVMe, 30 GB, your ISO image, and the location. The network is NAT. You can change your network bridge if you want to your machine just to get your network from your environment, but here I'm using NAT because I wanted to share the IP with my host, and then have USB and whatever, all these. Here it is. Now you can power your machine. Now then click inside your virtual machine. Then when it says this, press any key, then your Windows starts. Make sure it should be very fast, because when you are powering in, make sure you click inside your Windows. That Windows, click inside so that you'll be able to type, or to just type any key. Click any key. Is clicking or is typing? Yeah, any key, so that the installation can start. Now here we have you have to select language. Here you can use the United Kingdom English, then click next. Keyboard, UK. This UK keyboard is not good for me. I don't know which keyboard I'll use. You can tell me, because this keyboard is it's something else. Just some funny configuration. Anyway, we'll just use it. We'll change it later. Then here select the option. Select the install Windows 11, not repair. Then agree. Then click next. Then here is where most people usually get stuck. So product key, we don't have it. We had just said the ISO image, and they always say, if you read that statement, the product key should be with the box the DVD came in, or your email receipt. Now we just had an ISO image. We'll just say here, down here, I don't have a product key, and give it time. See what it tells you. Let's see, will it accept or not? Yeah, it accepts. So here I want to select our image. I'll go with Windows 11 Pro. Yeah, so that is the best for me. If you can choose according to what you want to use. Yeah, I'll go with the Windows 11 Pro. Then let's see, here is the licenses. You have to read them, don't ignore them, then accept. I know many people don't, but yeah, it's just like you have a contract with somebody and you just sign the contract when you haven't read anything. Now here you can create a partition, but 30 GB for a partition is very slow. Now just click next, then next, then here install Windows whatever. So then click install, then this installation process will start. I will not cut the video, I just want it to go because it is a full package video. I don't want to cut it. Now you can grab something like coffee, or you can go and do something else if you want to type, or you have something you can do. Now it's the time you start doing it, because it will take a bit of time, but for me I'll just take you through something here. I have here a server 2016 and it's virtualized. So the reason I'm installing Windows 11, I will use that Windows 11 as a client to this server, whereby I have a domain here. So I'll make sure I have connected or included my Windows 11 into that domain. Then I have my Kali Linux here, it's called Hacker. I have my Kali Linux here. Again, this is my Kali Linux machine. Let me power it on, you see it. Again, it's something I use for security check and whatever. You know how Kali Linux works. So if you don't know how to use Kali Linux, again, you can comment there and tell me if I can do a good tutorial for you and help you know more about it. So I have Windows 11, I have Kali Linux, then I have a server 2016 up and running. So this is my home lab that I usually test these machines. So again, Kali is joined to that domain, then again I'll join the Windows 11 to the domain, so that I can have at least a good lab for doing some testing. Like you can test security test for services. You just hear services, people do hear services like SMB, services like LDAP, services like the one we are saying, the domain services, FTP, Telnet, SNMTP, HTTP. You can make your lab and test and see how people usually say that this service is not safe. So you should test them and know how safe or how insecure they are, so that one day you don't mess up somewhere. Yeah, so let me fire up my Kali Linux. You can see how it looks like. That password okay? Yeah. So this is my Kali up and running. Yup. So it's a machine I usually use. Let me show you something here. Let me try to ping that my domain, and you can see how it will respond. Now let me try to ping that server is my server is 192.168.2 168 dot, yeah, let me try and ping it. You see it's responding. Yeah, then let me ping the domain, which is cyber. I'm calling my domain cyberlab.local. Not pinging. Why is not pinging? I think because of my curly. I'll have to do some configuration, but that should not be the case. I'll check that. To see, no. Okay, the reason it can't ping the cyber lab, that domain, we are not in the, I have not joined that machine to the domain. The only thing it is just on that network, on the local network, but it's not in the domain. Hope so you've understood something there. Yeah, that's why it can't ping. It can't ping that lab, but it can ping the server because it's not connected. It's not a machine. Hacker does not connect to your domain. No, you can just create a user or add a machine, create just a user, and then give him privileges so just he can access that domain and see what is going on. But for him to access your server that is hosting that domain, you just have to get the IP address for that server, which is, my server address is 163.2, whereby when I'm on that network, on that local network, I can ping it and get it. Same way, when I join these Windows after installation, again, before I join it to the domain, I'll just join it to the network, whereby Kali Linux can see it again, can ping it and see the response. But I'll have to join to the domain in the server 2016, so that they can be on the same network, and then Kali Linux acts as a hacker or a testing software, a security testing software. I'll come with good videos and you'll see them, so don't worry. So another thing I wanted to tell you is that when you want to install Windows 11 on a machine that you saw yourself that it should accept Windows 11, but it does not. When you run the self-check, it does not give you the access, or it does not give you the properties that your laptop is compatible to Windows 11. Now, what do you do? First thing, if you research very well, you'll find that for you to install Windows 11 on a machine, that machine should be 8th generation and above. All 7th generation machines, they don't accept Windows 11. That is the fact. When you do the self-check, then if you do it, there is this I don't know, it's called secure boot, or is something like secure something. In most 7th generation computers, that platform is off. Then the TPM 2.0, that for encryption. You remember when you are setting a a password when we are in the process of starting this installation. Yeah, so that is the, I think it's the security part of the Windows 11. We want to secure all your files first before any other person can run them. This is because that security runs before any other thing runs. You know, when you install a software on Windows 11 and it's going to tamper with your security of your file, it will not, because when it tries, I think that's where that passwords come in. It will ask for the password so that you enter the password and have access to whatever you want, the critical files you want. But for Windows 11, Windows 10, it was not there. There was nothing like that. But for Windows 11, it's there. So Windows 11 has a little bit of security upgrades compared to Windows 10. And somebody asked, does a machine, a 7th generation machine having 16 GB RAM and TPM is there but is not 2.0, can it support Windows 11? Yes, it supports, but you'll have to bypass all those security checks so that your machine can handle Windows 11. It will run, because after all, if Windows 10 did, why not Windows 11? It's just, they just had small limitations, but nowadays you just bypass them. How do you bypass them? So if you want to do it very well, download the ISO file, then this for education purposes, please. Then use a Rufus, then uncheck those security, the TPM, whatever, boot, the secure mode, uncheck them. Then you can install your Windows 11. For upgrade, again, for upgrade you will need to do some configurations. They are very critical. If you don't know how to do them, then it's really not a good thing I can advise you. But use Rufus if you don't know what you are doing, because it's crazy. Yeah, it's not just something you can just, you can use something called regedit. Let's see, and then you will have to come here under security. Is it under security? Yeah, then let's expand it and see. So you'll have machine like window like this, where you'll have to do some critical things here. I think it's here. Under UF, yeah, we have some resources here under these HKey local machine. It's under here, so you'll have to use, there's some configuration will run there, and then you'll see what is it. Yeah, but for you to do the best thing, just use Rufus to create a bootable disk. If you don't know how to create a bootable disk, tell me on the comments, I'll help you. Then create a bootable disk so that you can use Windows 11 on your machine. Now, the only thing I usually say, if you have never installed Windows 11 and you've got a work, or you have been given a contract by a corporate to go and do that, to go and upgrade, make sure first, before you start doing such a thing, make sure you have the details about their computers. If they are 7th generation computers, you have to talk to them, because not all 7th generation computers can accept the installation of Windows 11. So you have to do some bypass, which is very critical when it comes to corporates or a company that is doing its business. Yeah, that will be so insecure. But if it's for personal use, fine. But for corporates, make sure you talk to them. If it's going to buy other machines, yes. If they'll accept the bypass, again, it's fine. But we don't recommend that. So if you are going to buy a laptop, make sure you buy an 8th generation laptop, so that you can get a good feel of Windows 11. Yeah. Think you'll have to do some critical things. So like here on my Windows, you can see is a model is a HP Pavilion 360 X360 M3, and convertible is a X4 base X64 base PC. Our processor is an Intel Core i5 and a 4 logical processor with 2 cores. Then the speed you can see is 2.5 gigahertz. It's a good one. Then the BIOS, I have the inside, you know them. SMB version is true. You can see this machine is good for Windows 11, but now it's a 7th generation machine. BIOS is UEFI. You know what I say. Yeah. Other thing they usually take a look at, then this secure boot state, is off because of Windows 10, but it should be on. Yeah, for Windows 11 you have to turn it on. That's why I'm telling you, if you want to install Windows 11, you should have a knowledge of how or what you are supposed to do. Now another thing they usually look at is listen. Now the RAM installed. RAM is good, 16 GB. Yep. And let's see another thing. That TPM file. But most of these, they're just the ones I've shown you. These is a Core i5 and a 7th generation computer, and then we have our SMB version, we have our BIOS. The version of this BIOS, this one. Then secure boot state is off, but it should be on. Then the RAM, 16 GB, is a good machine, can handle Windows 11. But now just imagine somebody who had stocked this kind of laptops and then boom, they are not supporting Windows 11. What do you do? Some people just have to bypass those security checks and install the Windows 11. Yeah. So for me, I'm not really into telling you to go and bypass them. No, just do whatever you are supposed to do so that you can even be true. It's better to tell somebody something and tell him the exact truth about it. Don't lie. Yeah. Yep. So let's see the installation going on. Windows 11 really got these takes really some time compared to Windows 11 during the installation. So maybe if you are on a client, environment, or you're in a corporate environment and you've been given that chance to do this, so you should know what to do. I've told you what to do first. Check all the computers if they are eligible. If some are and some are not, install the Windows 11 on those that are eligible. Then the other ones you can talk to corporate to those people who gave you the contract, and try to tell them the risks so that they know if you are bypassing the security check. They should know. Don't just do it because you want money. No, do it because you are a professional, because you can tell the risk of that bypass. Yeah. So here, let's select our region. I'll just select my region. My region is here. I'm from here. Then yes, I give it some time. Then the keyboard that I was telling you is this UK keyboard has some keys that are doing the opposite things of what you want. So I think I'll use the United States International, or I choose the US. Let me choose this one. Click yes. Then adding another layout. No, I'm not adding anything. They could have given you a window whereby you try those keys that do the opposite of what you want. Then you choose which is your best keyboard layout. Yeah. Yeah, so Windows 11 really takes some time. Yep. And for us who are still using Windows 10, we know the repercussions because there is no any update that is coming back to Windows 10. That's why we use just it on a test environment. That is it. We still have Windows 7, which some people still use to test Windows 8. Yeah. But now Windows 10 will just remain for testing. And then see what it can give you. Then you compare it with Windows 11 and compare the security part of it. I think the improvement they have done between Windows 10 and Windows 11 is the security. So another person asked me, where do you get the Windows server? The same way I got the Windows 11. Just search for it and then download it from the legit site, not just a site, any other site, because you can download a Windows from any other site and you'll find yourself in trouble with it. Just come and type don't have anything to So let me type Windows 11 download. So make sure you are on the Microsoft website, or on click on that link, then you will see here it is. Let's see, yeah, so here it is. So, and you should choose which one you want. Now for me, I choose this ISO image, this one. Then come here, select that ISO image, and then confirm. Then your download will start immediately. So Windows 11 takes really some time. Yep, that's how. Then again, you can search for, not a master of Windows 11, you can again search for Windows Server. You can see Windows Server already. We have Windows Server. Again, you can download Windows 10 if you want. Then you have Windows Server 2025. Mine was 2016. Windows Server 2016 server. Again, you can choose whatever you want. Yeah, so here they are. So you can choose by yourself and see what you want. Let's see where. Windows 11. It really takes time. You can see this 3D. Windows has some. Windows 11 has really good 3D. See now, because it looks like this. Again, I think this guy just came back to Windows 7. Yeah, you were seeing Windows 7, the look was almost something like this. These windows were almost like this, but here they open by themselves and they slide. Those guys who love graphics, this should be one of your best. They should comment about it. I like the way it moves. Very fine. Oh, that's cool. What do you ask? Why do you say Windows 11 looks like Windows 10? Windows 7. It is. Then he has to sit back and relax. Let's relax. Do you have anything you want us to do now? Just having some good experience about this. Windows. Let me show you how Windows 7 looked like. Then you can compare. Can't find Windows 7 somewhere. Let's see if we can do this. I just want an image. Now, see how Windows 7 looks like. the software I'm saying, it's like to Windows 11, but they just strengthen it a little bit if you compare to Windows 10. You can say Windows 10, then look at Windows 11, then you can look at Windows 7, then look at Windows 11. They have something in common. Somebody just played around with graphics, and yeah, something good came out. So here this stage, you can see from here to here, but here we didn't stay very long on Windows 8, then Windows 11. Then from Windows 7, before Windows 7 we had to Windows what? XP. Yeah. Yeah, but I think these were the major ones. From here to here to here to here now. So from 7, 8, we didn't have 9. We have 10, then 11. So next, what are we having? 12 or 13 or 14. It's a really good thing, man. You just have a software that you can just do the update and change the name and give it a restriction which device they're gonna run to, and boom, you run the world, make money. Crazy. Installation of Windows 11, you really need enough coffee or tea or water. So I'm telling you, if you want to do this and you don't know how you can do it, or you don't have patience, it will not be easy for you. So okay, I'm recording. I'm using a WO mic, which is installed in my computer and my phone. My phone, I'm using it as a microphone right now. Then I'm recording using OBS, where I added that mic. You can see the signal for the mic here, meaning it's on. Yep, that is it. So if you have never used OBS, you should. It's a good tool. Just a moment. So here we need to, after here, I think now we have to create an account with the Microsoft, but I'll just use my email. Then create a pin for opening your computer. So during the setup where you are being asked to create a Microsoft account, always just use an email. If you use a phone number, it really takes a long time so that they can send you the code. That code, I don't know if it's a one-time code, but it's a code. So the email is good. You get that code right away. Updates are underway. Please keep your computer on. Yeah, this is why you pray that if you are using a desktop and they don't have UPS, just pray that power should not disappoint you. So that's what I'm telling you. If you are going to do some installation about Windows, make sure you look at such aspects. If they don't have a backup power, and have backup for the power. Now you are in trouble, because when it triggers off and you're using a desktop, that's you are done. You'll be like, damn, what? Now let's name our device. Let's just name it Windows 11. Then click next. You can skip now wherever you want. But those are some of the ordinary things you should do them very quickly. So this video is just long as it is. I've not edited anything, or I'll not cut any place. So if you reach a point where you can scroll it very fast, so that you get the real information. But I like doing something full video, because it takes time, and it's good because maybe you can encounter some issues and you are able to cover them, so that any other person who is encountering them can see what you've done in just a good real time, not something edited and fixed. No. Just do some cool stuff, some good tutorial. The same, if you just start with me with this tutorial, if you start installing Windows 11, you just take the same time as the video takes. Yeah, so you'll notice there is no way you will you will skip when doing it live. But when you're on a tutorial, you can skip, you can forward, so that you get that information. But if you are patient and do like this, yeah. Now here, how would you like to set up this device? So set up for personal use, set up for work or school. So you'll decide where you are. So for me, it's just for personal use. Then I click next. So doing this virtualization, you really give yourself that hands-on, and troubleshooting something can be very easy for you. Yeah, especially if you are in IT department, IT department, it will be very easy for you. So you should have your own lab, so that you can be doing things like this, and you'll know that this will take this long. Especially when your boss comes and tells you how long will it take for you to do this and that, you are able to range, because something you always do, and you know the results, you know the problems you'll encounter, and you'll have questions to ask. Yeah. Yep. But if you just seated there, you don't have any lab testing environment of your own, then you are in trouble. So soon on my environment, I'll add a firewall on this environment, so that I can track what's coming in and what's going out. So you'll have a good tutorial to test. So here we have to sign into Microsoft. Yeah. Yeah, so if you don't have an account, you can create, but yeah, I'm just using my email for for educational purposes. Please don't take my email and try to do some crazy things about it, because I have protected my email, so don't. It's protected. Got all the multi-factor authentication, the OTP. So here we'll just cancel, click cancel. Then here you can sign in another way. Click that, sign in another way. Then how do you want to sign in? Use the use that email of yours you've already configured. Then they'll send a code to your email, which I'm waiting. Yep, it's done. It's here. The code is here. That's why I was telling you, don't use a mobile phone, because it really takes a lot of time for that code to come. You'll wait. So for me, I just use the code. So please, if you think, don't attempt to do those crazy things of yours on my email, yeah, because you guys have entered the wrong code. That was the first code. You see now, I've entered the wrong code. Let's try again. Now these are some of the things I'm telling you. It's good you have an environment whereby you can be testing some of the things you encounter, the difficulties and whatever. So like here you'll wonder, how now, what is pass key? Now don't do it, just cancel. And then here choose the way to sign in, use that email of yours, then they'll send you a code. Look for that code from your emails very immediately. Just few seconds, you are done. Let me see. Not yet. We emailed you a code. Don't know if it has expired. Yeah, so I think they can just use that one before it expires. The one I was sent before. Let me see. Yeah. Yes. Done. So guys, that email of mine, don't play with it. It's just for educational purposes, yeah. Yep. So I told you Windows 11 really has a lot of things. Now we can create a pin for us to we'll just be using that pin to log in, not the other one. The other one was for our file encryption. Now this one is for our login. Yeah, just create a simple pin. You can use the letters, include letters if you want, but this for education purposes I'll just use numbers. But it's good you include the letters and symbols for a strong password. Now these are just the privacy setting. You can just accept them. Let's see what we got. I told you, take your time and relax, because it's crazy. Patience the key. Then here is now the thing. So back to your IOD, you are invited to use your new PC, whatever. No, continue, or you can even do more options, or you can continue and see what we got. So here it is restoring, but you should not restore. I don't want it to restore because I want a new one. The thing is restoring because of the email I used. It got all the settings and whatever. Now I need a new machine. I don't want something. Now this one, like here, now you see, that's what I was telling you. You should do this. So go more options, then create new PC. Don't use, I not use, these are some of the one I've been using. I'm not using those. Just create a new one. Restore, no. Just create a new PC and see the magic. See the magic, man. Are you seeing the magic? Yeah. Getting things ready is the magic you wanna see here. If you look at the background, you can see that. Is it a flower? It symbolizes something like a flower. Is it a rose flower or what is it? You can see it on the background, meaning we are almost there. So for Windows 11 installation, you need to be very patient and especially when you're upgrading. Hey, if you are not keen, you will mess up a lot of things. And what I always say, before, even if you are installing a new machine, a new OS on you, and you want to do away with your old OS, make sure you back up everything. Always do a backup, my friend. Even if it's just for those little files of yours, or little files for a company or a corporate, make sure you do backup before you mess things up. And for a corporate, ask them, do they want this a new environment like I've did here, or they want to restore back their settings and whatever. If it's that, then you'll use the restoring back of their things. Now this one, just keep them. I don't think, if I'll need to highlight them there. So cloning your PC, your phone from your PC, just skip. I don't need that. Or if you need it very well, you can, but I really don't like doing such. Back up your photos or whatever, no, skip. Then have access to your whatever, just say not now. Then you are lucky and landed to whatever. Do you have money to do the subscription for 360? No, decline. So there you'll decide if a company has it and they have to do it here. You can do it. If you want again for yourself, you can do it. And there we have a graphical user interface of Windows 11. A GUI. You can see how it is. Fine. Person asking, where is the flower? This, I don't know if I can change these. Let me select it first. Let me try to personalize the and see. face there, but it's Windows 11 Pro. So yeah, it's here. You can use this. You need to activate Windows before you do your personal. Yeah. So here you need to activate your Windows, but you need a key. But it's fine. Up and running. Refresh. So we can do something here. Here, let's see, lock. See if our pin is up and running. Let's see. The pin is set, not the password. Yeah. I like the way when it locks, the way you just input enter and it's done. It's open like it's opening a file. Very nice. Oh. Look at the way it's opening. Just even without entering that, without hitting your enter, just automatic. Now I don't know how that security password works, but I'll try and find out. If I'll get it, I'll tell you exactly how it works. Yeah, it should. Now this is how it is. So if you want more of these tutorials, you can just follow, and you have walked all the way from the start to here. This is where now you'll find yourself in a good position, because you have your Windows up and running. So what's another thing you can do here? Something you can do here again is that I wanted us to do, but we'll do in the next tutorial. I want to add this machine to the domain in the server. So what I need to do here first, just a quick tutorial. What am I doing? Should write here is NC per, not NC per. Yeah. So whatever I'll have to do first, I'll have to give this machine a static IP. And before I join it to the domain, I just want to show you how I'll do that. I'll go to this one, to network connections, then properties. After properties, I just want to configure that network to a static one, not a DHCP, because for now it's in the DHCP. Now I'll here TCP IP IPv4, you can see it. Then then I'll do properties, then I'll use this IP. Then here I'll put the DNS, domain name server here, name service here. I'll use the IP for my server, which is 192.168.163.2. Then I'll give it an IP. Let me give this machine an IP of 492, because I'm assigning it a static IP. So you can just give it 168.163. Let me give it 50.50. Then subnet mask that way. Then just click OK. Then close. So now this machine is on this domain call, are you sure? Another thing I should do here on Windows, I should right click and then go to settings, network, custom. I should give it, because now if I ping, let me try and ping it and see. Let me try and ping my server. This was not part of the tutorial, but I just want to show you. I'll start from here, 63, because that was the big reason about this tutorial. You can see I'm pinging is getting that. That's our meaning. Already this machine is on the local network of this server. So this server is acting as a DHCP of that local network. So I've included in that local network. That's why it can ping this server and get that DNS, so that you can see it's responding. Yeah, but if I ping, because my domain is called cyberlab.local. If I ping this one, it can't get it because it's not in that domain, but it's just on the network. You can see that. Then another thing, another very interesting thing, always make sure your network, no, for now it is just on the NAT because it's using the host, but here I want to specify virtual specific. I want to use the host only, this one, Vmnet1 host only. That one is good for me. You will know the reason in the next tutorial. I'll tell you what that one means, but for now I think that is the best I can do. So you can follow for more and see how we can help each other. Yeah, so thank you, and let me know if you have any problems with your virtual environment, or you are good with that. So thank you. Let's meet the next video.